On May 5, 2004, as summer was approaching, a group of anglers with their kids headed to a small island in Chesapeake Bay, Virginia, USA for a relaxing day. This is America's largest bay, with an artificial island that draws plenty of people for fishing and leisure. While waiting for bites, they spotted a suitcase floating on the water not far away. At first, they thought it had fallen from a nearby yacht. A few of them teamed up to pull it out. The suitcase was black-green, looked new, and had no odd smell. A boy in the group was super excited and insisted on opening it. When they unzipped it, inside was a thick black plastic bag. The boy tore open the plastic bag and everyone gasped in shock. Inside were a pair of pale human legs. Against the black-green suitcase and plastic bag, they looked especially eerie. Discovery of the second suitcase. 6 days later, on May 11th, a female student about 20 kilometers from the first suitcase's location found a similar one on the shore. Curiosity got the better of her, and she opened it. Inside was another black plastic bag. As she reached to open it, a foul, rotting smell hit her, making her pull back and run to alert nearby staff. The bag contained the upper half of a body, along with a 2.5-kilo dumbbell, likely to keep the suitcase from floating. The head was wrapped in a medical blanket-like item, and the body was swollen from the temperature and soaking. Discovery of the third suitcase and body analysis. 5 days later, on May 16th, the third suitcase was found by island anglers. Again, it was a black-green suitcase drifting on the water with the same plot unfolding. This time, police found the middle section of the body, from waist to knees, completing a full corpse. Tests showed the victim died about 20 days earlier from gunshot wounds. There was a through-and-through head wound and 2 more in the torso, all from .38 caliber hollow point bullets. The wounds were clean, with no signs of struggle. Likely shot through a suppressor item by someone familiar. No blood in the suitcases, indicating the blood had been drained long before. Identifying the victim. Police checked the missing persons database, but found no match. They released a composite portrait of the victim via media. The next day, a woman named Supple saw the portrait on TV and thought it looked like her and her husband John's friend, 39-year-old William McGuire. On May 21st, Supple and John went to the police station, viewed photos, and confirmed it was William. Police pulled William's records. He'd been arrested for reckless driving, so they had fingerprints. Matching them confirmed the victim was William McGuire. William McGuire's background. William McGuire was born on September 21, 1964 in New Jersey, a retired Navy veteran. He lived with his 31-year-old wife, Melanie McGuire, and their 2 young sons in Woodbridge, New Jersey. The couple met while working part-time as servers at the same restaurant. William was tall, handsome, decisive, funny, and always the life of the party. Melanie was beautiful, gentle, educated, majoring in math and psychology in college, then nursing school, and known as a high IQ beauty. William had been through a failed marriage and was instantly smitten with Melanie. It was love at first sight, and they married in 1999, amid friends and family's blessings. Post-marriage, William became a program analyst at the New Jersey Institute of Technology. Melanie worked as a nurse at a large fertility clinic. Their 2 sons were born one after another. 2004 marked their 5th anniversary, but tragedy struck. Melanie's statement and marital conflicts. According to Melanie, around 2 a.m. on April 29, she and her husband argued over moving and she never saw him again. They'd planned to move from Woodbridge to Warren County, buying a $450,000 house. The reason? William's gambling addiction. Their seemingly loving marriage wasn't as harmonious as it appeared. They'd broken up a few times while dating. William's jokes could be over the top, his temper unpredictable. He played stocks and gambled in Atlantic City, often venting on his wife. This argument exploded over the move. William wanted closer to Virginia for friends, but Melanie disagreed. The new house was to curb his gambling. During the fight, William pinned Melanie against the wall, slapped her, and stuffed dryer sheets in her mouth. Powerless to fight back, Melanie hid with the kids in the bathroom, locking the door. William cursed through the door, then packed and left, vowing never to return and to leave the kids fatherless. Melanie assumed he'd gone gambling in Atlantic City and ignored it. The next day, she consulted a divorce lawyer and applied for a restraining order against William. She never imagined it was their last meeting. Quote, and I said, "I'm sorry to tell you, ma'am, that William is deceased," and I just burst into tears. I said, "I'm sorry to tell you, ma'am, that William is deceased," and I just burst into tears. Investigation focuses on Melanie. Regular channel viewers know, in cases with a spouse but no clear third party, police usually start with the partner. Melanie became suspect number 1. The result was unexpected yet logical. She wasn't simple. During questioning as a victim's family member, Melanie brought 2 lawyers, one for divorce, one criminal, and was fully defensive. She cried but shed no tears. When asked about suitcases, she first said she had no matching set, then recalled a Kenneth Cole set the next day, confirmed as the one holding her husband's body. She proactively asked about William's car, suggesting Atlantic City, and it was indeed found there. Melanie's statements had issues. Friend John testified William called him that afternoon of April 29th, excited about the move. Buying a house before 40 was his dream. Why argue with his wife over it? From William's disappearance to body identification, nearly a month, Melanie never reported him missing, per her divorce lawyer's advice. Soon after learning of his death, she filed for divorce, claimed the body, and cremated it. The funeral lasted just 15 minutes. Additional evidence from search and gun purchase. Police searched their apartment the day they questioned Melanie. It was cleaned out and emptied. William's clothes and items had been given to a friend's cousin. When police found the recipients, they produced the plastic bags Melanie used, identical to those wrapping William's body. Melanie had bought a gun in Pennsylvania days before William vanished. The gun and .38 caliber hollow point ammo matched the bullets in the body. The shop owner remembered her vividly, rare for a woman, especially a nurse, to buy such specialty ammo. Hollow points often used for target practice, making clean, round holes in targets. Melanie explained, William wanted it but had a reckless driving record, so he tasked her. Extramarital affairs and wiretaps. Police wiretapped Melanie's calls, uncovering 2 men with unusual relationships. One was Bradley Miller, a married father, her boss, and affair partner at the clinic. They'd been involved since her 2nd pregnancy. Miller texted urging her to leave William. Miller cooperated, wearing a wire to probe Melanie. "That's all that I know, Maya. If you want us to stick together, I gotta know everything. Now, your father scums in your brother. I think you have to know everything now, Manana. There's no other secrets between us and your children's lies, because I'm standing by." The other was Jim Finn, a nursing school acquaintance who'd crushed on Melanie for years. In April 2004, Melanie reached out to him about buying guns. As a gun enthusiast, he gave advice. Police had Finn wear a wire too. Anyone? Yeah, I don't like it if you walk up with my book. Whatever happened, why didn't you tell me? Is there anything else you're not telling me? Like what? Like I killed my husband? Thanks for asking. I want you to tell me the truth. Truth. Over 40 days, Melanie made 500 calls, averaging 12 per day, but revealed nothing, even being vague with family. Evidence from the car and medication. In William's car, a phone, 2 syringes, and a bottle of chloral hydrate, a sedative. The prescription was from the morning William vanished, signed with Miller's name but forged, resembling Melanie's handwriting. Call logs and witness statements. On April 28 afternoon, William called the gas company at 5:14 to transfer the account to the new house, called friends John and another at 5:44 and 5:59, excited about closing the deal. After 6:10 p.m., no contact. 2 emails from William's phone requesting sick leave, one sent to the wrong address. Police inferred William died that evening of April 28. Melanie's story of a 2 a.m. April 29 fight was impossible. William's car was parked at the Flamingo Hotel in Atlantic City from April 29 evening, towed on May 8 after a report. On the car's floor mat, flakes of William's tissue, likely stuck to the killer during body handling, then transferred to the car. Melanie's E-ZPass records, 3 trips to Atlantic City, one at 12:50 a.m. on April 30. Melanie explained, angry, she drove to the Taj Mahal casino, found his car, drove it 2.4 kilometers to the dingy Flamingo to prank him, then took a cab back, but no cab records matched. E-ZPass operator, 2 calls to cancel records, one from a woman, one from a man. Melanie's stepfather denied it. Police suspected Melanie drove William's car there, hence her suggestion to search Atlantic City. Hotel surveillance showed the car parking, but not the driver. Suspicious trip and lack of direct evidence. E-ZPass. Early May 4, Melanie went to Delaware via the Delaware Memorial Bridge, southbound to Chesapeake Bay, body discovery site. The first suitcase was found May 5. Melanie explained, shopping for furniture in Delaware, no sales tax. Second apartment search, no DNA found, even with luminol. Despite no direct evidence, prosecutors charged Melanie with first-degree murder, illegal weapon possession, and body desecration in 2005. She posted $750,000 bail and was released. Anonymous letters and packages. Later, an anonymous letter to the prosecutor, lawyers, and a newspaper claimed to be the killer, accused authorities and media of portraying the arrogant, greedy William as a victim. It described unreleased details. Police suspected Melanie's accomplice, recharged her in October 2005. Bail raised to $2.1 million. She posted it again. Then a package. William's wedding ring, bracelet, car key, safe key, empty hollow point ammo box, and foil-wrapped marijuana. Sender posed as William's sister's co-worker from her office trash, but address wrong. Franklin Avenue versus Franklin Road. Number incorrect, logo fake, no FedEx use. Shipping paid with American Express gift card bought October 9th at 3:48 p.m. at Rite Aid. Nearby bank camera showed a woman entering at 3:42, blurry, but prosecutors thought she resembled Melanie. In October 2006, charged with obstruction of apprehension, $10,000 bail, pleaded not guilty. Trial and additional evidence. March 2007 trial. Defense. William's death tied to gambling. He cheated with Elizabeth LeBron, Tennessee Tech employee, testified to a one-night stand 2 years prior. Miller had relations with Melanie despite knowing she was suspected and wired, so unreliable. Quote, "You then had additional intern relations, correct? Yes, sir, did you? Tell her that, by the way, that you had tape recorder? No, I did not. You then had additional intern relations, correct? Yes, sir. Did you tell her that, by the way, that you had a tape recorder? No, I did not." Prosecution. Bullets from body had green fibers, matching William's home sofa and pillows, sister confirmed. Melanie used a pillow as a silencer. Upper body head wrapped in medical blanket, matching logo on ones at Melanie's clinic. A colleague testified to smelling strong bleach at their home post-incident. Plastic bags identical, same manufacturer and batch. Computer search history. How to buy illegal guns, undetectable poisons, how to commit murder, fatal insulin doses, fatal digoxin doses. Melanie, as a nurse, wouldn't need to search. William had no motive. Prosecution's crime timeline theory. Prosecution theorized, sometime after 6:10 p.m. on April 28, 2004, in their apartment, Melanie used forged chloral hydrate prescription to knock William out, then shot him through a green pillow, sent sick leave emails from his phone to fake he was alive. April 29 evening, with accomplice, drove his car to Atlantic City for the illusion. Following days, daytime, with accomplice, dismembered William using power saw and knife, wrapped in tape and plastic, packed into suitcases. Nights, stayed in a local hotel with kids. Early May 4, drove via Delaware, dumped suitcases in the bay. Suspected accomplices, Miller, Finn, stepfather, but all cooperated, no evidence. Motive, affair with Miller, she wanted to be with him and the kids. William threatened custody if divorced. Melanie assured Miller she'd handle it. Verdict. After over a month of trial, on April 23, 2007, jury unanimously found Melanie McGuire guilty of first-degree murder. How do you find, with a count of the indictment charging Melanie McGuire with the murder of William McGuire, guilty? Guilty. On July 19, 2007, sentenced to life, eligible for parole after 66 years, 2073. Sons awarded to William's sister. Later appeal. In 2019, after 12 years in prison, Melanie appeared on the Direct Appeal podcast to proclaim innocence, a show on female crime perspectives hosted by 2 criminology PhDs. Melanie argued the justice system was unfair, evidence mostly circumstantial and questionable. Points of doubt. Gun. Melanie bought a Taurus revolver with 5 rifling grooves, but body bullets had 6 marks. Manufacturer updated site post-trial from 6 to 5-6. Prosecutor admitted data collection error. Plastic bags. Comparison method unreliable, data differed. 1 millimeter versus 3 millimeters thick, transparent versus opaque, fishbone pattern versus none. Lab report. Animal hair in suitcases. William and Melanie had no pets, so crime scene not the apartment. Experiment. 2 people similar to Melanie's build couldn't lift a 70-pound suitcase, body part plus weight, proving she needed an accomplice or wasn't the killer.